meaning to make a video about it for a long time, but I didn't. So now I am here making a video about it. Now this is more for people who were around in the 90s or beforehand. If you, I guess, were born in the 2000s, you might not have experienced this, but it is about the first DVD purchase. Of course, you know, we had VHSs, if I had a VHS to show you, before we had DVDs. You know, and then DVDs came into whack, and now we all have DVDs. Well, some people still collect VHS, but I had the whole transitional experience from having VHSs when I was a kid to then getting the first DVD. And I was only about, little kid, about 7 or 8 maybe when the DVD thing came in, and I got these when I was about that age. I don't know exactly the year when DVDs really started to come in, but if anyone knows that, let me know. But I think I got these in 2001 or just before then. I'm not entirely sure, but these, there wasn't many DVDs around when we got these, so I know that for a fact. But yeah, so basically, you know, I had VHSs growing up as a kid, and then DVD kind of came to, I guess, thing. And then my mum went out and bought a DVD player, and it is a Sony one. It has the whole surround system thing, and it is actually still the same DVD player that we have today. In my living room, we've got the same DVD player. It's like done us really well. It was quite, I know it was really expensive at the time because I guess it was new, and you know, but yeah, no, it's a great DVD player. We still use it. Like I say, it's nothing. It's a really, really, you know, Sony, usually good. Yeah, so that's really interesting that we still have that DVD player. But so she went out to buy a DVD. I didn't really remember this, but she said there really wasn't many DVDs. So she picked up 2. One I have here, the other one, not exactly sure where it is, but I do have it somewhere. And one of them is Inspector Gadget. Now, Inspector Gadget is, of course, Disney, and, you know, it's a kids' film. So your mum said, you know, there wasn't much option, so she picked up Inspector Gadget. And also, if I could hold it here, it would be Princess Bride. So we had Princess Bride and Inspector Gadget as our first ever DVDs. Now, what's interesting about this is you can kind of tell, I mean, when does the DVD say on here? Bear with me, has it got a date on? Doesn't have a date on. Okay, well anyway, the box is a little bit different than that usual, and also if you open it up, we've got like all the languages on the DVD, which you sometimes see with older DVDs, and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's really cool, and it's in widescreen. But yeah, so we've got Inspector Gadget, and you know, I watched this film quite a lot, because obviously it was like my first DVD, and it was like, oh yeah, first DVD. But yeah, I can't remember that much about it, but I remember enjoying it as a kid. You know, it's a kid's film, it's Inspector Gadget, it's got all these gadgets, it's cool, you know, so there we go. So this is like the first ever DVD I had. And then Princess Bride, we watched that a lot because my mum really likes that film. I don't remember that much about it, but I remember watching it a lot to the point where I don't think I liked it that much anymore, but I know a lot of people do that movie. So I definitely have to go back and watch it. Anyway, so you know, I had a DVD player and I was all excited, you know, about my DVD and all stuff like that. So I went to my dad's house, and as a little kid I must have just said, oh, guess what, I got a DVD, or like, I don't know what I said. I must have been going on anyway about having a DVD and excited about it, I suppose. And my dad said, oh, he'd recently, I guess, got a new computer, like, you know, and it was like a massive old thing. It was like one for the big back, and he said, oh, my computer, you know, plays DVDs. And we were like, oh, what? It plays DVDs? That's really cool. Like, but I didn't have a DVD. I didn't bring my DVD with me. So you know, the only 2 DVDs I did have were at my other house, and my dad was like, yeah. And so we were like, oh, yeah, well, it plays a DVD, but we can't test it. So I remember I must have been like, please go and get a DVD so we can test it out. So my dad, you know, he went out and went and picked up 2 DVDs for me, and they're just 2 kids ones that he could find, and he picked them up, and I still have them to this day, and they're in the little snapper cases, but I love them because they're, you know, they're just old, and you know. Anyway, so the first one is a movie which a lot of people, I don't know, but it's The Magic Sword Quest for Camelot. But like I say, it was just cool because I didn't have any DVDs, and it was exciting. And look, and this one, see, they've got all the different languages on the DVDs. Told you, that's the past thing. Yeah, so also they say this D4 thing on both those 2. I'm so sorry about the glare, I can tell it's glaring. D4, what does that mean? Does anybody know? On the other DVD it said D4 as well. Yeah, so it's The Magic Sword Quest for Camelot, and then also Cats and Dogs, which I actually really did like. I was a little kid, you know. Things are gonna get hairy. You know, and I watched them and it was super fun, and yeah. This one says D5, and this one's actually got disc art. Look at that. Yeah, so those are my first ever DVDs. So yeah, I still have them to this day, never got rid of them, always kept them. They're part of my collection and they're definitely a cherished thing. Because all these movies probably wouldn't mean so much great to me unless they were the first DVDs, you know, because they're not the best of movies, they're just average kids movies, but yeah. So those are my first DVDs, that's the story about how I got the DVDs, and yeah, so that's kind of it really. You guys let me know down in the comments below if you can remember the first ever DVD you got. If you weren't around for the VHS DVD transition, if you were born in the 2000s, what's the first DVD you remember getting? Do you have a DVD when you were a kid that was the first or anything like that? But yeah, you guys let me know what was the first DVD you ever bought, and it'll just be kind of fun, yeah, a bit of a discussion. So thanks so much for watching, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this idea. I just wanted to share my story with you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!